Let's go.
What's up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Gaming with Nimbus. And this time we are going to talk about my final thoughts about the Nintendo Switch. This is going to be the last time I talk about the Nintendo Switch before it comes out, okay? Clearly, when it comes out, we will be talking about the Nintendo Switch. So this will be the last time, and then I'm done talking about the Nintendo Switch. Everyone's been talking about the Nintendo Switch. This will be the last time I talk about it. Now, why did I take so long to talk about the Nintendo Switch? Well, at least my final thoughts on the Nintendo Switch. Because I wanted to know all the final details. Because after the presentation, more news came out for the Nintendo Switch. So I wanted to know all the final details that they were going to allow us to know. So let's get into it. And as you guys see, we are back, and yes, we are finally back because as you guys know, I had some time off of making videos because I had a situation with my dog, but everything turned out well, so I am back. And yes, we are returning to our normal schedule programming, if that makes any type of sense. Yeah. So, my final thoughts on the Switch. Okay, a lot of people that saw my last, well, not my last video, but my rant video about the presentation that Nintendo did for the Nintendo Switch, a lot of people took that as I was hating on the Switch, when I really wasn't. I was ranting. I wasn't ranting on the Switch itself. Okay, I was ranting on the presentation that Nintendo gave to present the Switch officially. That is what I was ranting about. Okay, I actually love the Switch. I pre-ordered the Switch, clearly. Okay, I'm a big Nintendo fan. Okay, and I'm a big Switch fan. Now, if you guys didn't know, or you guys don't know why I love the Switch so much, I'm barely home. Okay, so a console that I could take with me on the go, on the bus, on the train, I don't know, going somewhere, in the car. To me, that's something I've been wanting for a while, and Nintendo actually delivered on this. Okay, so I'm actually excited for the Switch. I am not hating on the Switch. I wasn't ranting on the Switch. Okay, so let's get into my final thoughts. Okay, the Nintendo Switch. Okay, if you guys didn't know and you guys are living under a rock, basically, the Nintendo Switch is Nintendo's new console that is a hybrid console that is both a home console and a handheld console. You could play the console on your TV, and you could play the console on the go, outside or wherever you want to take it. Okay, now, yes, it's a gimmick. Okay, like every other Nintendo console that's been coming out recently has a gimmick, but this is an actual really good gimmick, like a great idea. So I don't want to consider it a gimmick, but in reality it is a gimmick. Okay, so on that being said, the Switch being a hybrid is one of the best things that Nintendo, in the position that they're in within the video game industry, the position that they're in right now, this is by far probably the best decision they could have gone to make their new console both a console like a console and a handheld. This is by far probably the best thing they could have done. Why do I feel that way? Because Nintendo, especially for the Wii U, they had a lot of dry. Like, I think there was a period where we didn't get like a first party Nintendo game for like 6 months for the Wii U, something like that, and then there wasn't really any third-party support on the Wii U, if any. So there was a good portion for the Wii U that we didn't even get any games for, you know? So for the simple fact that the Switch is going to be a home console and a handheld console means that they're probably not going to be such a huge dry spell, okay, that we don't get games, because Nintendo merged their home console division and the handheld console division. So we're gonna be getting games that would regularly come out for the home consoles and we're getting games that will regularly come out for handheld. So we'll be getting games on both ends. Okay, so we should be getting a lot of games. Now, with that being said, the Nintendo Switch isn't launching with a lot of games. And yes, that is disappointing for me, because I feel like, for the simple fact that they kept the Switch like hidden for so long, and they decided to release it, like officially show it, basically less than 2 months before its release date. I would have guessed that Nintendo would have been a little bit more prepared, and I feel like they're not. Okay, they're gonna release with like 6 games, I think it is. You know, you guys could correct me if I'm wrong. They're gonna be releasing with Zelda, which, I'm sorry, I don't consider Zelda so much as a system seller, because it's also on the Wii U. Okay, to be realistic, it's a Switch, a Wii U port, you know, that we should have gotten a long time ago. I've always said that. So I am excited for Zelda, but I don't think it's such a system seller. Okay, now yes, people are gonna buy the Switch for Zelda and this, that, and the third, but let's be realistic. If someone that doesn't have the money to buy the Switch when it comes out, and they already have a Wii U, I guarantee you that they're gonna buy the Wii U version. Okay, so it's like your Nintendo split their sales. Okay, I get why they're putting on the Wii U, because they promised it on the Wii U so long ago and it never came out. So they're trying to be fair to the people that still own their Wii U. And you know what? I applaud you for that, because you're splitting up your sales, Nintendo. Okay, so the games that are coming out besides Zelda is Super Bomberman R, which I'm super excited for. Skylander. What else? I don't recall all of it. It's not a lot of games. Okay, 1-2 Switch, which to me that's a glorified tech demo that should have been packaged in with the console, but whatever. I'm gonna put a list right here of all the Switch games that is coming out. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put the big list that's coming out for the whole year. Okay, that way you guys can see when it's coming out. Okay, so let's get to back to my final thoughts. Okay, whether or not the Switch is gonna be successful, everything rides on Nintendo. How Nintendo's gonna handle this console. Why do I say that? Because this console has the potential to be successful, super successful. Clearly, I don't think that it's gonna sell or outbeat the PlayStation 4. I think the PlayStation 4 as of right now is in a class of its own. Okay, so, but I think it could still be successful. I could see this not being that successful in the beginning, but I could see this console gaining in popularity towards the end of this year, towards the end of this year and the beginning of the next. Okay, why do I say that? Because there's gonna be a good meat of games that are gonna be out at that time. Okay, and I think that's when, because in the beginning, again, we're not getting that much games. People are gonna be on the fence of getting another Nintendo console, whether it's gonna be worth it or not. Zelda, yes, it's coming out for the Switch, but it's also coming out for the Wii U. So if someone is not like on the fence of getting the Switch and they still got a Wii U, I'm pretty sure they're gonna buy it on the Switch. Okay, I mean, not on the Switch, on the Wii U, and they're gonna wait off on the Switch until a worthy title enough for them comes out for them to buy the console. Okay, so that's why I feel like Zelda is not a real console seller for Nintendo. Okay, yes, again, I say that I know people are gonna buy the Switch just for Zelda. Okay, I get that, but it's still not a real console. It's still not a game that's gonna be selling consoles, because it's also on another platform. You understand what I'm trying to say to you guys? Like, it's not exclusive to the Switch, because it's both on the Wii U and the Switch. Yes, granted that the Switch version will run better than the Wii U version, but a lot of people are already on the fence of getting the Switch, and the people that either they're on the fence of getting the Switch, or they just couldn't pre-order, because yes, the Switch is completely sold out everywhere, okay? And I expect this to happen in the first months of the Switch being released, okay? I expected wholeheartedly to have been sold out everywhere, okay? My question and my concern is that going to continue after those couple of first months? That's what's more important to Nintendo. Selling out on launch day, it's not impressive to me, because I know that's going to happen. All the Nintendo fanboys are going to buy this console. Everyone that's in love with the Nintendo games and they're willing to buy consoles at launch, they're going to get them. So it's clear that the Switch was going to sell out. What's important to the Switch and for Nintendo is that the Switch continue to sell the console after those first initial months. Okay, that's what's important. And how the Nintendo's going to do that is by the games. Okay, so I had a big issue with the launch of the Switch. The games are what sell consoles. Okay, so Nintendo needs to bring their A games, okay, with the games to sell this console. Now, let's get into the third party issue, because that's what everyone's talking about with the Switch, okay? Then the Switch needs to get third party support, whether they don't need third party support, whether you don't buy Nintendo for third party games, and this, that, and the third. Okay, I understand both sides of the coin, okay? But to be realistic, for a console in this time to be successful, you need third-party support. You need those AAA games to make any console successful in this day and age, okay? Why is the PlayStation 4 so successful? Besides the fact that it's the powerful console out right now, but besides that, PlayStation's first-party games wasn't that great at launch. What carried the console? It's third-party support. It's AAA games from third-party support. That is what carried the PlayStation 4 through launch. Okay? Now, I know what you Nintendo fanboys are gonna say. Oh, you don't go to Nintendo for third-party support. That's bullshit. Okay? That is bullshit. Okay? No one buys, or no one wants to buy a Nintendo console just for the Nintendo games. Yes, the Nintendo games are great. Yes, that you buy a Nintendo. Some people do buy a Nintendo console just for the Nintendo games. Yes, that's great. But Nintendo can't just look at it like, okay, we know that these people are gonna buy this. Okay, put it like this. And I don't know if this is gonna hurt some of you Nintendo fanboy. And I'm a Nintendo fanboy, okay? But I see things realistically, okay? So what I'm gonna say might hurt you, like really die-hard crazy Nintendo fanboy, okay? Nintendo is not selling this console for you guys. Big shocker. Why do I say that? Because they know that you're gonna already buy the console. They're not concerned with you, okay? They're not concerned with you Nintendo fanboys, because they know you are there. They know they could pull out a shitty console and you will buy it. Why? Because you're a fanboy, because you're a Nintendo fanboy, okay? And I fall in that category. I am gonna buy it. I grew up with Nintendo. I have a special place in my heart for Nintendo. So Nintendo does not need, and I'm hoping that they're not, okay? They do not need to cater to you #1 fanboys, okay? They need to cater to that outside group that is on the fence about buying a Nintendo console. And how do they do that? How do they rip them away from their Xboxes? How do they rip them away from their PS4s? By getting that third-party support, okay? Now, so many people are going to say, oh, why am I going to get a third-party or a AAA game? Or put it like that. Put it like this. Why am I going to get Grand Theft Auto 5 on the Switch if that ever comes out? But why am I going to get Grand Theft Auto 5 on the Switch if I already have it on the PS4? I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why right here, right now. And this is a lot of things that people have not been thinking about. at least mostly. Yes, you bought it for the PS4. And yes, the PS4 is a way more powerful console than the Switch, okay? I'm pretty sure that if we got Grand Theft Auto 5 on the Switch, it's gonna look better on the PS4. You're right, 100%. But the Switch is gonna do something that the PS4 can't do, okay? Yes, it's gonna look downgraded, okay? But I guarantee you, a big selling point that the Switch has over any other competitor is that you could take that AAA title on the go. You don't think that's a big deal? Could you imagine taking Dark Souls on the go, a full-fledged AAA game, a full-fledged game, Dark Souls on the go, and playing anywhere where you are? That's not a big deal? I think that is. I think that is amazing. That's one thing that the Switch has that's gonna beat out on a lot of things for the PlayStation 4 or the Xbox One. Again, granted, it will look better on the Xbox One and it will look better on the PS4, but you could take it on the go. And I think, to me, that's a big selling point that Nintendo needs to sell on, okay? That's their gimmick, okay? And to be honest, I think that gimmick works, okay? Because again, a lot of, if they're going for the older crowd, which it looks like they are, because to this day I haven't seen a little kid in one of their Switch commercials. So if they're going for the older crowd, the older crowd usually not home as often, okay? Which means that taking the Switch is a plus for them, okay? So if you could take those AAA games on the go, it's just a plus. There's no negative on that. I'm sorry, I don't think there is. So that's why I think that if Nintendo plays their cards right, this could be a really successful console. Again, I don't think it's going to be as successful as the PS4. Okay, like I said, they're on their own little world, okay? But they could be successful in its own right, okay? Now, Nintendo could easily fuck this up, which we've seen them do many times, okay? We could easily see them fuck this up. How did they fuck this up? By not getting their third-party support, okay? By playing into this, the way they've been playing this the whole time, that it's they're catering to the kids, all right, and they bring out these little kiddie games that aren't really fun. Let's be realistic. That they stay on this motion controllers, which I'm not knocking the motion controllers, okay? I am really not knocking the motion controllers. A game with motion controllers done right, I applaud you. It's fun, okay? But that's not what motion controllers is not for everyone, and they need to get that, okay? And I think they got that. I'm hoping that they got that. Okay, so Nintendo could easily mess this up. Easy. Okay, I'm gonna go to my other point. Online, their online service. Okay. Okay, a lot of people are upset because Nintendo wants you to pay for their online service. Me personally, I don't have a problem with this. Why I don't have a problem? Very simple. If Nintendo is making us pay for online, which means that their online has to be better than the Wii U. It has to be a better online community, a better integration of the online, or whatever you want to call it. It has to be better, okay? Which means that it's not going to be those number codes, you know, it's going to be gamer tags, okay? You can send messages and whatnot. You understand? You could invite into games and stuff like that, okay? That's what I'm hoping that Nintendo's doing. Because if Nintendo is making us pay for the online, then I want to see a more traditional online experience like the Xbox One or the PS4, or if that may be a better experience online, okay? Do I think it's gonna be better than the Xbox or PlayStation 4? Me personally, I don't think so. But one could hope, okay? I don't think they're gonna be able to do that better. Now, if it's a more traditional, I will be fine with that, okay? Now, another thing that people are upset about is the app that Nintendo wants you to download. I'm not sure you have to buy for it. I think I was reading that if you have and you're paying for the online, then the app is for free. At least that's what I'm assuming, what I read, or what I think I read. Now, if it ends up that you have to pay for that, that's something. But whatever, I'm not gonna say that's what it is, because I think you don't have to pay for it. You're paying for the subscription. Now, I don't know if you have to pay for the app now, since the online is for free at launch, and then later down the line, then you gotta pay for it. That I don't know, but I guess we're gonna see at launch. Now, a lot of people are upset because that app is what's gonna allow you to chat with your friends while you're playing. I don't like that. I think that's dumb. I'm sorry. I know Nintendo's trying to be clever with the way they do things, but I think that's dumb. Why do I think that's dumb? Very clear, very simple. I don't think that's necessary. Okay? Now, Nintendo's reasoning is that, oh, they don't want you carrying around a big hunk of headphones while you're outside and playing online. Who said it has to be a hunk of headphone? Like, okay, perfect example. For the PSP, you guys remember the headphones to play with the mic, the headphone, and then had a mic for the PSP, and you played online and you're able to listen and talk to your friends, and all it did was you plug it into the headphone jack? Why can't we have something like that? Why was that so hard? I might have a picture of those headphones. And that was for the PSP. We're in 2017 with a console that is a hybrid, that is a home console and a handheld, and we have to use an app phone to talk to people online. Why can't it be like a regular phone jack? Now, I'm saying that because apparently recently things have been coming up that you can do that, okay? I think it's Hori or some companies making a pair of headphones for the Switch that you just plug into the jack, okay? Now, I'm hoping that is the case, because that's a way easier situation. That's a easier solution. Just a pair of headphones, any headphones that has a mic, and you could just use that. Why was that so hard? I'm hoping that's the case, because if that's not the case, and it's like this is the only way and it's mandatory to use your phone to talk to people online, it's a real what the fuck, Nintendo. Like, what were you thinking? I don't get it. No, I don't get it. Anyways, I digress. Okay. Another thing that for the online. So Nintendo's doing the same thing that Xbox and PlayStation is doing, that every month you get two free games, okay? Now, of course, Nintendo has to do this in a way that's going to be pissing people off, because I read this and I was like, are you fucking serious? Why? They're going to be giving you 2 free games, whether it's a Nintendo game or a Super Nintendo game. If people were complaining why those two, I think it's fine. I think they're going to be adding stuff as time go on. So I'm fine with that. I'm not complaining of the fact that it's a Nintendo and a Super Nintendo game. People were complaining why not a Wii or Wii U games or GameCube games, whatever. I know that's coming. Nintendo would be stupid not to do that, okay? So I'm not worried about that. What I am complaining about what Nintendo is doing with the Switch is that they give you those 2 games and they're free for that whole month. You could play with that game, this, that, and the third. But after that month is over, they give you an option to buy those games. And if you don't buy those games, you can't play them anymore, because you're going to get supposedly another 2 set of games the next month. Why, Nintendo? Why did you think that was a good idea? When in PlayStation, they give you 2 free games for every month, and it doesn't matter. At the end of the month, when you're starting that new month, if you downloaded those games, you can still play those games. The only time you can't play those games is if you stop paying your PSN Plus prescription. Then you don't have access to those games anymore. Why can't you do it like that, Nintendo? What? Why? I don't. The only way I see why you're doing it is that the yearly or monthly fee for the online or whatever the case may be is not going to be as much as a PlayStation or Xbox One. I think I know. The Xbox and the PlayStation 1 is $60 a year. Your shit has to be less than that. Just for that alone, your shit has to be like $30, $20. Am I wrong to think that? Because if you're going to charge us $60 and we can't even keep the games that you're giving us for free for the subscription, I don't see why we can't continue playing those games if we have the subscription with you. So that's upsetting, and I hope that's not the case, but it seems like that is the case. So I'm a little upset by that. Okay? So Nintendo, if you're watching this, hopefully you are, you're probably not, you should fix that. A lot of people are upset about that. Trust me, fix that. That is not right. That is not right. Okay? Again, if you're charging us for online, it has to be a traditional online, at least a traditional online experience that we have that we get on the PlayStation 4, Xbox One. And already with the free games that you're giving us, you're not giving it to us in a traditional way. So that's already a negative. All right, guys. Now, a lot of people, I'm not trashing on the Switch. I think as of right now, I think they're gonna have a slow start, and I think the Switch is gonna pick up momentum as the year goes on. Like I said in the beginning of the video, I think that the Switch is gonna really catch its stride towards the end of the year to the beginning of the next year. I think, okay, especially with the Mario game coming out. They'll be stupid enough not to do a bundle during the holidays. I think they're going to do a bundle in the holidays. I really do believe, and I really do hope that they do. So I'm really excited for the Switch, okay? I pre-ordered the Switch. Anyways, on that note, okay, I'm gonna be ending the video here. But on that note, I did order a Switch. Now, to the people that lasted this long and watched the whole video, I'm giving you guys an advantage here on top of anyone else, because some people might started to watch the video and they just stopped watching it. So if you guys got all the way to the end of this video, I'm gonna give you guys a little hint, a little surprise, or whatever the case may be. I did order a Switch. I ordered 2 of them, and yes, I will be doing a giveaway of the Switch. Okay, so I'm gonna give you guys the heads up. I am going to officially announce the Switch giveaway on the release date. I will be releasing an unboxing video on the day that the Switch releases, and that will be the day that I officially announce the Switch giveaway. Okay, now if you guys want to get the heads up on this, all you have to do to enter as of right now is be subscribed to the channel. If you guys are subscribed to the channel, I'm going to ask you to do one more thing, but I'll let you know what that one more thing is on the day that the Switch comes out. But as of right now, if you want to get the heads up on everyone else, make sure that you're subscribed to the channel, because yes, I am giving away a Switch because I pre-ordered 2 of them. Yeah. So one of you lucky people will be getting a Switch. You don't even have to buy it. I'm giving you guys one for free. For free. All you have to do as of right now is make sure that you are subscribed to this channel. So yeah. With that being said, guys, I'm going to end the video here. If you like this video, give me the thumbs up, comment down below, and please, 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 do not forget to subscribe. Subscribe. You must be subscribed to win the Switch. So make sure that you subscribe. Okay, if you want to win the Switch, you have to be subscribed. Okay, subscribe. Did you guys subscribe? Awesome. Welcome to the family. I'll catch you guys on the next episode of Gaming with Nimbus. Deuces.